Hello everyone, this is the Book You Well back with another video. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. And I believe a lot of us have questions onto why Nikola Tesla decided to remain a bachelor and why he never got married. And he, according to this article and the Galveston Daily News that was published in 1924, says that women are competing with men and that they're losing their femininity, something that he looked up to and that he admired in women. And remind you guys, this was 90, almost 100 years ago. So not only was he talking about the deteriorating state of gender relations, but he's also showing almost prophetically what many men are experiencing today. And I want to quote from this article very important passages as to why he decided to remain unmarried. But all of this was in the past. Now the soft-voiced gentlewoman of my reverent worship has all but vanished. In her place has come the woman who thinks that her chief success in life lies in making herself as much as possible like man in dress, voice, and actions, in sports and achievements of every kind. Women, says Mr. Tesla, are becoming stronger than men both physically and mentally. The world has experienced many tragedies, but to my mind, the greatest tragedy of all is the present economic condition wherein women strive against men, and in many cases actually succeed in usurping their places in the profession and in industry. This growing tendency of women to overshadow the masculine is a sign of a deteriorating civilization. Women's determined competition with men in the business world is breaking down some of the best traditions, things which have proved the moving factors in the world's slow but substantial progress. And he's definitely 100% correct with this, guys. Women's need to compete with men in the workplace in all aspects of their life is actually hurting our civilization. If you guys do not know, I made a video about US birth rate is declining, and countries like Spain and Japan are also seeing negative population growth. They're not growing as a population. And the reason for this is that a lot of young women are wasting their prime fertile years trying to be like men, trying to get that degree, trying to get that college education, which I have no problem with anybody trying to better themselves. But a lot of women, when they want children in their 30s and 40s, especially their 40s, soon realize that they wasted most of their fertile years trying to be something that they're not. And although this may sound controversial, it really isn't, and it is deteriorating our civilization. We're not going to have enough people, and we're seeing this in Japan. So I definitely agree to what Nikola Tesla was talking about. He basically was prophetically saying that the West and many countries that adopt this narrative that women can be like men, are equal to men, and should embrace masculinity over femininity, it's just telling us and showing us that it's negative for our civilizations and it's deteriorating. And we can see that with actual data, how our birth rates are in decline and how we are, as a society, growing older and not younger. Practically all the great achievements of man until now have been inspired by his love and devotion to women. Man has aspired to great things because some women believe in him, because he wished to command her admiration and respect. For these reasons, he has fought for her and risked his life and his all for her time and time again. And this is why hypergamy is actually a good thing. Hypergamy drives men to be better. If you are somebody who does not bring anything to the table, if you have no skills, how are you going to expect to get a very attractive woman? You're not. Hypergamy makes men be more competitive, and that is what Nikola Tesla is trying to tell us. That since women want the best men, since they want men who are better than them, taller, financially more resourceful, they want these type of men. So men are required almost naturally to fulfill what women want. That's why you see a lot of incels trying to make themselves taller. You see people trying to make their face more attractive. Like you're seeing people work out, people trying to make more money. It's because women put on men these type of standards that men have to follow if they want to reproduce. And it's why Nikola says that many of the great achievements have been fueled by man's desire to get women's admiration, and it's due to hypergamy. So hypergamy can sometimes be a good thing. Perhaps the male in human society is useless. I'm frank to admit that I do not know. If women are becoming to feel this way about it, and there's striking evidence at hand that they do, then we are entering upon the cruelest period of world history. Our civilization will sink to a state like that which is found among the bees, ants, and other insects, a state wherein the male is ruthlessly killed off, and its matriarchal empire which will be established, the female rules. As the female predominates, the males are at her mercy. The male is considered important only as a factor in the general scheme of the continuity of life. And this is exactly what feminists believe. They believe that men, I was watching a Rational Male video, or I believe a blog post, and they say that the gender war basically is women trying to remove male authority, trying to remove male paternity. And this is basically what Nikola Tesla was talking about, that women want female domination over males, especially feminism. Feminism is not about equality, it's really about female supremacy over the male sex. And you can see this in paternity cases. Women control paternity exclusively, and there's nothing a man can do about that. But it just shows you that men are now just becoming sex objects, and that our seed, our semen, once it expels from our body, we have no control over it. And it just shows you that we are in a very matriarchal society right now. But imagine Tesla, he didn't even live in that type of time period, and he was already seeing it. So I will leave this description in this article in the description box, guys. It's a really good read, but I do not want to make this video longer than it should be. If you guys enjoyed this, please hit that like button. Also subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to share these videos. And until then, guys, peace, and I'll see you guys later.